Inflation in Poland hit 16.6% in December, much lower than expected. However, according to analysts, inflation will remain at the double-digit level for the first 3 quarters of 2023. Prices of consumer goods and services increased by 16.6% year-on-year in December, the Central Statistical Office reported on Thursday. The reading is lower than economists expected and marks the second consecutive month in which inflation fell from October's record high level of 17.9%. In a forecast on Thursday, the Polish Economic Institute said that inflation will peak in February, but the first signs of a slowdown in the growth of prices are already visible. The Polish Economic Institute said inflation will ease significantly only in the second half of the year, adding that inflation will remain in the double-digit area for the first 3 quarters of 2023. Quoting Central Statistical Office data, the Polish Economic Institute said that a decreasing number of companies are planning to raise prices, which is also seen across the region and in the EU. However, H1 2023 will see a steep rise in electricity bills and prices of food, while energy-intensive firms will try to pass on their increased costs to consumers. According to ING Bank analysts, compared to November, prices rose by just 0.2%, largely due to a 3.3% monthly fall in energy prices. This can be attributed to a decline in coal prices, including government-subsidized imported coal. Given that electricity and gas prices for households are regulated and did not change significantly in December, this means that coal decreased by more than 20% in December relative to November. By contrast, the fall in fuel prices and the rise in food prices were both close to expectations. ING Bank estimates that core inflation, excluding food and energy prices, accelerated to 11.7% year-over-year in December from 11.4% year-over-year in November. Consumer inflation declined for the second month in a row, but the scale of the decline in December was sharper than the most optimistic forecasts. The withdrawal of the anti-inflation shield from the 1st of January and the low reference base associated with its introduction will boost annual CPI inflation readings in the first 2 months of this year. The local peak is therefore still ahead, but is increasingly likely to be below 20% year-over-year. There is also a growing chance that inflation could decline to single digits by the end of 2023. This means that the MPC will most likely be able to formally declare that the current rate hike cycle is over. We expect that rates will probably remain unchanged until March and most likely throughout 2023, while the MPC awaits the results of the next macroeconomic projection to better assess the inflation outlook. The energy shock is losing momentum, supported, among other things, by weather anomalies in Europe. In our view, there will be no conditions for interest rate cuts this year due to the high and persistent core inflation.